Namaste, friends, and welcome to today's luteal practice. We're going to be focusing on your inner fall, your inner autumn. So please make your way to a comfortable seat. If you want to try something new, you can grab 2 blocks and set up for a supported hero's pose. So taking the blocks, stacking them on their lowest setting on top of each other, and guiding your pelvis directly on top. Try to bring your knees to touch here as best as you can, and then sit up with a tall spine, relaxing down through your shoulders, relaxing through your jaw, starting to settle in here. We're just going to take a few moments in the beginning of practice to check in with your body. So noticing any sensations that are arising. Maybe you've been experiencing some PMS or maybe soreness in areas. Placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and just noticing anything that's coming up physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. We'll move through some deep inhales and exhales. So on your next inhale, take a deep, nourishing sip in, holding this at the top, and exhale, sigh it out. We'll take another deep inhale and exhale. Deep sip in. And exhale, sigh it out. Eyes blink open as you start to move the props off your mat, setting up for a child's pose. If you want to use a pillow here, that would be a great option for comfort. If not, just come into a regular child's pose. If you're going to use the pillow, bring the pillow about 3/4 of the way up your mat. Big toes will come to touch, splaying your knees out, and then gently lining up the center of your body with your pillow and making your way onto either side of your cheek. We're taking child's, especially in the luteal phase, because it's going to help calm your nervous system, relieve any stress. This pose also eases lower back and hip tension that may be occurring in this time of your cycle. And it's going to help us to really tap into that deep breathing and grounding. So just think of autumn, think of fall. Everything is starting to slow down. Animals are starting to prepare for the winter, getting your body prepared for menstruation. And turn your gaze onto the other side of your cheek, taking a deep breath in, and exhale, fully surrendering, sinking into the earth, sinking and surrendering into gravity. noticing if your mind is wandering, and noticing if it's taking you to a place that serves you. Gently bring your gaze back to center, press your palms into the earth, curling your spine up out of this. If you were using a pillow, place it away from your mat. And starting to set up for tabletop position. So wrists stack under your shoulders here, coming onto all fours. Inhale, belly lowers, gaze lifts for cow pose. And then exhale, press your spine back into space for cat. Moving through a few cycles of breath here at your own pace. Maybe closing down your eyes, really connecting with your spine, noticing any sensations that are arising. Cat-cows can massage your low abdomen and it can also relieve tension. This little flow here can also help with any mood swings that have been arising for you in this phase of your cycle, and will also restore some emotional balance back to your body as we circulate this energy throughout your spine. And starting to make your way out of this, coming into a seated position, bound angle pose. So soles of your feet will come to touch for butterfly, and we'll take an inhale, arms lift high to the sky. And exhale, start to walk yourself out in front of you. Inhale for a flat back. And then exhale, melt into the earth. If you have a block nearby, you can bring your forehead to a block if this is comfortable. If you're on your forearms, starting to come up onto your hands, gently unrolling out of this. If you used a block, place it off to the side. Setting up for staff pose. So legs will go out long in front of you. Inhale, hands reach high to the sky. And exhale, start to walk yourself out in front of you. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, fully fold, surrendering here. If you have a block, you can bring the block towards the soles of your feet, helping them flex up to the sky. You also can balance the block on the highest setting on your legs, bringing your forehead to the block, whichever is comfortable for you. And we'll just start to settle in here, feeling the stretch along the backs of your legs. Paschimottanasana, or seated forward fold, can help us to soothe the mind and also relieve any anxiety. This posture can also help us to encourage inner focus and calmness. So just tapping into and collecting any information of what is coming up for you right now. Starting to walk yourself up out of this. Soles of your feet find the earth, coming into a deep bend in your knees. Palms find the earth behind you. We're just going to windshield wiper your knees back and forth. And starting to make your way onto your back, keeping that block handy if you have one. We're setting up for a supportive bridge pose. So go ahead and slide your block underneath your low back. You can stay here, or you can bring the soles of your feet to the sky, coming into legs up the wall. This inversion might feel nice if you want to work on reducing any swelling or improving circulation. The inversion can also ease any fatigue or heaviness that you might be feeling. If you want to come into the supported bridge pose, this can help to improve circulation in your sacral chakra. Bridge pose is also really supportive of opening up your heart chakra, calming your nervous system. So either posture is great, or you can go with both. So I'll leave you here for a few moments to enjoy whichever asana you choose. Wherever you are, start to slide your block out from underneath you, placing it off to the side. We won't need it any longer as we start to slow down here. So we're going to come into bound angle pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet come to touch, and bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Focusing on this sensation you're creating, opening up your hips, opening up your sacral chakra, tapping into your deep breath. This asana is very supportive of encouraging relaxation, deep breathing. It can provide us with emotional comfort as we open up hips, just noticing any thoughts or emotions that are starting to come up. The luteal phase can help us tap into that wild woman archetype we have within us. We can gain a lot of knowledge in the luteal phase, and especially as we open up our hips as women, we tend to store a lot of emotions in this area. So just honoring anything that is coming up and watching these thoughts pass by like clouds in the sky. Start to bring your hands to your thighs, gently helping your legs up out of this. Knees will knock over to your right side. Gaze looks in the opposite direction as you tee your arms. Shoulders are firmly rooted into the earth, setting up for a supine twist. These twists are activating your solar plexus, helping you aid in digestion, possibly reducing any bloating that you might feel in this phase of your cycle. When we twist the body, it also can help us to detoxify, to release anything that no longer serves us emotionally. So just starting to settle in here, feeling your connection with the earth. And knees start to knock over to the left side. Gaze looks in the opposite direction. Just checking in, making sure that your shoulders are both firmly rooted into the earth. And starting to come back into your deep breath, settling in here, really wringing out your spine. Just enjoying the benefits of this posture. And knees return back to center, soles of your feet find the earth. So we'll take a few cycles of breath here, setting up for anything else that you need. If you want to come through a plow pose or a happy baby or anything else that your body is calling to, using your own intuition. And whenever you're ready, you can start to set up for your savasana, however is comfortable. If you want to use pillows, blankets, or just take it a traditional way. Starting to settle in here, noticing how your body feels at the end of your practice. Focusing on your deep belly breathing, on calming your nervous system. In this phase of your cycle, simply honoring your body's need for rest. We don't need to push for intensity. We don't need to constantly keep doing and doing and doing. It's time to rest. It's time to honor your inner seasons, your cycles. It's a beautiful thing to be in this feminine incarnation and be able to work and flow with your cycles rather than against them. So with that, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a beautiful rest. I will leave you here for a few more minutes. Namaste.